Thanks, Billy. We are excited to welcome you all to Florida State University. This presentation is going to walk you through the process of using VA benefits here at FSU. My name is Melissa Ludlam, and I'm the Assistant Director of Benefits here at the FSU Student Veteran Center. If you have any questions about the process of using VA benefits, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is listed here on this slide and at the conclusion of this presentation as well. In addition to Billy and myself, we have a dedicated staff of school certifying officials to ensure that your VA benefits are processed efficiently and in accordance with VA rules and regulations. Our VA benefits team includes SCO and Retention Specialist Cheryl Wilhoit, SCO Kendra Daly, and SCO Ken Cargill. We're also fortunate to have a VSOC, Vet Success on Campus Counselor, Carl Shore, here at FSU. Carl works for the VA and can assist with many VA-related questions outside of processing your benefits. Here you will find our general contact information. Whenever you are on campus, please feel free to stop by the Student Veteran Center. We are located in Doak Campbell Stadium, University Center Building A, on the 4th floor. You can find us there Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have not applied to the VA to use your benefits, that will be your first step in this process. On va.gov, under the Education tile, you will click Apply for Education Benefits to get that process started. When you complete the application, you will get a confirmation number from the VA that you should save for your records. Once the VA makes a decision, they will issue you a certificate of eligibility that details the benefits that you are entitled to. Here's what the application process with the VA will look like. You will start by clicking Apply for Education Benefits, and then on the green box that says Find Your Education Benefits form. This will get you to the correct application based on your situation. If you have already started using your VA benefits, you do not need to repeat this step unless you are applying to use a different benefit from the one that you have been using. Once you have applied to the VA, your next step will be to enroll in classes. Once you have enrolled and your schedule is set and you do not plan to make any changes, you can proceed with the certification process. In the future, you will have priority registration, which means that you will have the first available window to select your classes. We ask that you take advantage of this benefit and get your schedule set so that you can request to be certified and that there is no delay in your payments. In order for your classes to be certified to the VA, they must fulfill degree requirements for your chosen degree. Please be sure to work with your academic advisors to ensure that you are enrolling in the appropriate classes for your chosen major. In order to be enrolled full-time, you must have a minimum of 12 credit hours that are degree applicable in the fall and the spring. Summer is a bit more complicated as we have shorter terms that overlap, and full-time status is dependent upon which terms you are enrolled in, so please reach out to us to ask once you have your schedule planned. Next, we're going to show you the required form or forms that you will need to fill out in order to be certified to the VA. Once your schedule is set, you will need to fill out the FSU Request for Benefits form in order for us to submit your enrollment to the VA. This form is located on our website at veterans.fsu.edu under the Forms tab. This form will need to be filled out each semester that you wish to use your benefits. This is because we will never presume whether or not you want to use your benefits or which one you want to use if you are entitled to more than one VA benefit. Chapter 33 Transfer of Entitlement and Chapter 35 is an example of where students may switch between the benefits between one semester to the next. We ask that you do not submit this form until your schedule is complete. This is a snapshot of what the Request for Benefits form looks like. If you are a dependent using either Transferred Entitlement or Chapter 35, Dependents Education Assistance, please note that these questions pertain to you, the student, and not to the military member or veteran. If you are considered a non-Florida resident for tuition purposes, you may qualify for a waiver based on your individual situation. If you are an active duty service member assigned to Florida, you will work with the Office of Admissions to be considered a military resident for tuition purposes. If you are an honorably discharged veteran and you are physically residing in Florida while attending FSU, you would qualify for the out-of-state tuition waiver regardless of if you have any VA benefits remaining. If you are an active duty service member stationed outside of Florida, you are eligible for the waiver regardless of where you reside. If you are a dependent using VA benefits, You must be residing in Florida and using VA benefits in order to be eligible for the waiver. Once a dependent has exhausted VA benefits, they are no longer eligible for this waiver and will be responsible for the out-of-state charges. In all cases where a student is eligible for the out-of-state waiver, certain documentation is required in order for our office to process it. We ask for either proof that you are physically residing in Florida with either a lease or utility bill, or an LES for active duty service members. If you are not physically residing in Florida and not on active duty, you may qualify for the Yellow Ribbon Waiver. You must be using Chapter 33 Post 9/11 GI Bill and entitled at the 100% benefit level. If you qualify for Yellow Ribbon, half of the out-of-state charges will be waived and the other half will be paid by the VA as part of the Post 9/11 benefit. In this case, you do not need to fill out an additional form or provide us any additional documentation. You will find the out-of-state tuition waiver and more information on our website, veterans.fsu.edu, underneath the tab titled Forms. Once you submit your request for benefits form to our office, your account will automatically be deferred so that payment is not due until the end of the term. For students using Chapter 33 or Chapter 31, we can place what we call a TPC deferment on your account. This type of deferment indicates the amount that we expect to receive from either VA or VR&E so that any remaining financial aid can be used to pay other charges. For Chapter 33 students, if you are exhausting benefits within the term, we will not be able to offer a TPC since the payment from VA may be prorated depending on your situation. Your request for benefits must be received by the 5th day of class in order to avoid any late payment fees. As a reminder, you must submit your request for benefits in order to receive a deferment. Be sure to complete this by the 5th day of class or you will incur a $100 late payment fee. If you are using EDD, Education Dollars for Duty, or FTA, Federal Tuition Assistance, you must submit the agency billing form to Student Business Services and attach your approval documents to that form. EDD and FTA can be used with VA benefits. The amount that is approved by either EDD or FTA is deducted prior to billing the VA. If you have any questions, you can contact Tina Baldry in Student Business Services at tbauldree@fsu.edu. Next up, we have some more important information that you should know about the VA benefits process. If you need to purchase health insurance, you can order FSU's health insurance and have it covered by Chapter 33. Please note that the VA will pay for the student health insurance only. If you choose to purchase insurance for any dependents, that will not be paid by the VA and will be the responsibility of the student. If you are using TRICARE and have any questions about utilizing that coverage at FSU, you can contact University Health Services at the number listed on this slide. Once drop add has ended, any course drops will be processed by the Student Veteran Center. We have this policy in place for a couple of different reasons. First and foremost, we want to ensure that you have all the necessary information in order to make an informed decision. We will discuss your financial liability and give you basic information about the repayment process. Depending on your situation, you may owe both the VA and FSU for dropping a class. In most cases, you are also required to repay Bright Futures. We are also required to notify the VA within 30 days of a schedule change. By processing the drop in our office, we can then report this change to the VA in a timely manner. Major changes will also be processed by the Student Veteran Center so that we can update your information in the VA system accordingly. Please note there are no monetary penalties for major changes. Please be sure to read your FSU email as that is the only secure way for us to communicate with you. We will send out important information via FSU email, so it is crucial that you check it regularly. If you want our office to be able to discuss your information with any family members, you must grant them third-party access. If they do not have access, we can only discuss general information, which is often frustrating for parents and other family members who are trying to assist you with the VA benefits process. This is a screenshot of what the third-party access portal looks like. You will delegate access to whomever you choose, assign them a 4-digit PIN number, and they will receive an email with the steps to accept the access and complete their side of the process. While using VA education benefits, you qualify for VA work study as long as you are certified 3/4 time or greater. This is a great opportunity to get some experience for your resume and to earn some money tax-free. Our office retains a list of approved VA work study sites in Tallahassee, so please do not hesitate to reach out if you're interested or if you want more information. On our website, you will also find some scholarship information for both military-related scholarships and military-dependent scholarships. From our website, veterans.fsu.edu, you will click on the Resources tab and then click Scholarships. The hyperlinks will route you to the website for that particular scholarship. We also highly encourage you to fill out your FAFSA each year. Through the FAFSA, you may qualify for grants or scholarships that you were unaware of. We hope that you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. All of us at the Student Veteran Center are excited to welcome you to FSU and are here to help you through this journey. Once again, here is my contact information for anything that was unanswered or unclear throughout this presentation. Welcome to FSU, and go Noles!